Welcome to the Pokemon Squad. My name's John. We're shining a lot of price, one ride at a time. And today, guys, we do not have a sponsored video, but we still have a review, and that is on these Pyle Blue Label speakers I'm going to be replacing in my truck. If you remember, we put in the iDoing head unit into the F150. I'm still loving it, but it was more powerful than my stock system, and I blew the stock door speakers. And so I need to replace those, and so that is this video. Now I'm going to do a review on these. Now I'm not an expert at all on speakers, but I didn't really see anything on these, and I'll let you listen to them, and maybe, you know, you've just been Googling and saw these were a good price and wanted to know, are they any good? And so this is your video. Anybody else, hopefully you just like to watch the videos and are entertained. And so in the F-150, we've got 6x9s in the front. I think in stock they're like 6x8s, but we've got some adapters that I've also purchased. And then in the backs, I believe, are 6.5-inch speakers. And so we'll do an unboxing on this. This is the kit I bought on Amazon. I will link in the description as well. These should hook up to the speakers, and then these should hook up into the truck itself. You could just splice them right in. It wouldn't be that difficult, but you know, why not? It all come together. So here's our adapters for 6x9s. They've got a spot here for your wire to come out. I've seen some of them don't have that, so you kind of have to drill a hole for access. These may be like that. I don't necessarily see a hole for the wire to come out, but they could just be mounted in there differently. These just feel like, honestly, these feel like cheap plastic, but you know, as long as they get the job done, that's all that matters. And we've got some screws here. All right, I don't remember what brand these were, but I popped up a picture on there for you to see. So let's get to unboxing these. We'll start with the big ones first. I'll try to get my camera in a good spot because these things are quite big. They're 6 inches by 9 inches. I don't know what to expect in here. I have installed some speakers before in the past, and you've seen me on this channel. You know we're capable of it, but it's been quite some time. I'll just tore this box up. Hopefully these things are great, and you know I don't need to return them or anything. So I guess they open up here on the side. Slide out. All right, there's one. Let's see, two. Looks like they come with a template. Just in case you need to install these in a custom box or something, you can cut them out. Looks like we've got some kind of review card. And then we've got our speakers themselves. I actually grabbed. I had some scissors out here. I don't know what I did with them. These aren't the right tool for the job, but hopefully it's better than nothing. All right, so we've got our big magnet here. Let's just unfold it and see what kind of goodness we've got. They are quite heavy. Heavier than maybe I was expecting, but that's not a bad thing. Stuff in these bags. Now, why did I go with Pyle Blue Label? Well, one, it was Amazon Prime Day, and these things were just dirty cheap. Look at that blue. Let me get the light on it a little better. Very pretty color, even though you want this. I'm always knocking something down on my stuff. Need a better work area. They are very pretty as far as the color goes. Like I said, they're quite heavy and very thick. And they are blue everywhere. I mean, everywhere but the little bit of black you see, they are blue. And so the main reason I went with these, they were very cheap. And the other reason I went with them is because I've had Pyle speakers in the past, and I really liked them. They were good speakers. I've got some speaker wire here. So the other one's going to look just like that. So let's go ahead and open up this one, the 6.5-inch speaker. See if we can do this a little better. My shipping address, my home address is on the other side, so I don't really want to show that off. So, and I couldn't get the speaker, the sticker off the speaker box. All right, let's get these out. It's been so long since I've seen like brand new speakers. Very interesting. All right, I don't know what that is. Got us another warranty. Got us another cutout. And now for the speaker themselves. Let's see what we got here. Also fairly heavy. What they look like. And they are blue, blue, blue. We won't be able to see the pretty color once I get them installed. But, you know what? Next person who tears these out will be like, oh, those look great. And then they have, if you need them, a little protective cage, which I won't be needing those. I didn't see any speaker wires in this one. No, there they are. They do have some. All right, so let's get these things in. Okay, so what are the specs on these 6.5-inch speakers? Well, we've got 180 watts RMS, 360 watts max, non-fatiguing butyl rubber surround, 1-inch temperature ASV voice coil, 6.5-inch blue poly injection cone, 20-ounce magnet, 1-inch neodymium film, and we got a tweeter, 4 ohms, and hopefully you know what all that means, because I am not a speaker expert at all. Let's look at the other one. So here are our 6.5-inch. They are 200 watts a piece, 400 watts max. A lot of the same, you know, standard, I guess, features. And let's go put these in and see what they sound like. So this is where the speakers are going. I did blow my stock speakers out. 6x9s are going to fit in here, which seems like a lot of speaker for this little hole. And then 6.5 should go right there. And of course, this is the iDoing head unit. Not on right now, but it is awesome. Can't wait to hear it. So I'm going to give you just a little snippet of what the broken speakers sound like right now, so we can do a little before and after. All right, we got this off. Here is our stock speaker. Just a little paper cone. We'll take our 7mm socket and just get to removing these. This is going to be where we plug our new one into. So I'll get that pulled off. We'll compare this speaker compared to the new one. Alright, so here it is. You can see right through there where it's blown. See right through it. That's what's giving us that fart can sound. There it is right there. So let's go compare this to our new one. And I know this isn't a fair comparison, but this is the difference between the two. You can tell one is a whole lot thicker than the other. Quite a bit of a difference. Hopefully these will fit. Look at the magnet difference. Good night. So these should be incredible upgrade over stock. As you can tell though, it's not going to bolt right in there. That's where these come in. So we hope, yeah, you can kind of tell how that goes. See where our speaker wire will go into. We're plugged into here. So this will go, oh, like this. Oh yeah, it's even got little spaces for to really lock into the speaker. Pretty nice. So that's what that will look like. We're going to come in on the other side. Go ahead and get our adapter. So I will feed this through that hole, kind of one at a time. Come over here and we will plug them up. Probably gonna head feed even the loop of the wire in there as well, just so I don't have this dangling around everywhere. Squeeze it. Yeah, might be easier if that's not on there. Got one of them in. All right. And so we've got plenty of room to run that through. And we're going to look and see which one of these. All right, so we've got a little one and a big one. So that makes it pretty simple. So there's our little one. We'll just slide on. Doing that right. We'll get the big one slid on. Really tight fit. Good connection there. See, this will reach just fine in our door. And let's get some screws into this. Make sure it's on there really good. This did come with some screws. So let's go ahead and just use what they provided. Just slip those right in the front. Just do that 3 more times. And we'll get our washers and nuts on. Alright, I've got both of the speakers locked into these rings, and you can kind of really tell now, apples to apples, the difference between these two. This thing weighs 4 times as much as this, which I had the base model F150. It's not entirely surprising, but let's go ahead. I'm going to use the exact same screws that I took out. Put this in and just see what it looks like. Probably go ahead and plug it in and make sure these things work too. Alright, here's our hole. I don't know if you'll be able to see this. Alright. Put it this way and now we may have a problem. Maybe it's just exactly. Get it. Talk about a tight fit. Those long screws that come out the back, I mean, just barely fit. I mean, this thing's in there now. They kind of had to hammer it in. Hopefully I won't make the door rattle. We'll find out. Let's see if this little adapter piece actually fits and clips right in there. This goes to the other portions of the door. Let's go ahead and see if this works. So I'm gonna go ahead and just turn this on. You can see I don't have it screwed in yet. Let me go ahead and find something to play and just see if this thing works. All right, it does work. I haven't blasted it because I don't have these screws in all the way. I don't want it to be rattling, but these things work. Speaker works. Just getting close to it. Sounds good. Sounds way clearer than the other one. But we'll suck it on down and we'll see what it sounds like blasting. All right, we got the front door back on. I was going to test the speakers, but this back one is also blown, and so you won't be able to tell how good those ones are until we get rid of these. Already popped this off. Go ahead and get the rest of it off now, and I'll show you the new speakers once they're in. All right, got this back one off. This is what this little speaker looks like here. Definitely going to be a big upgrade. This one's a little tricky to pull off, but we got it done. So let's take this out and see what it looks like compared to our new one. All right, so we've got this pulled out. Oh, I mean, this thing weighs 6 ounces. There's no weight at all to it compared to these. Weigh quite a bit. These are a lot more different, I would say, than even the front speakers are. As far as size-wise, I mean, they are the same, but look at the difference here. I mean, this thing probably weighs about 2 pounds. This thing weighs about 6 ounces. It's crazy, the difference here. Of course, you can see right there it's busted. And so it's giving us that terrible sound. This paper, or this is some kind of plastic material, hopefully a lot stronger. Of course, we're going to put it into our bracket. As I had mentioned before, on the front there was a hole for your speaker wire to come out, but on these I do not see that, so we'll probably have to drill a slot where our holes can go. Alright, so I've got this thing loaded up. I tightened it up in 4 corners. I maybe should have tightened it up in all, or maybe I shouldn't have tightened it that much. These little plastic deals here are kind of pushing up against it, but I mean, honestly, they're on there so good, I don't think it's going to be an issue. And then that's, I mean, the other ones were way thicker, and then these are way slimmer, really. But seems still way more substantial. So let's go ahead and get these mounted in as well. All right, got this one in. I thought I was going to have to drill a hole, but because of these gaps that this thing left, which I don't think we're supposed to, I think either I shouldn't have sucked these all the way in or something else, but it did leave enough room to feed my wires through so that I didn't need to drill a hole. And so, like I said, I'll just call that a happy accident. If it's good, still got some clearance in here, I think it looks just fine. So let's go ahead and do the other side, and it'll probably be dark when I test the sound, but let's go and see. That'll be the next thing you see, is that. Alright guys, it's all installed, it's all buttoned up and put back together. It is fantastic. I tell you, my son, he's in here with me, he's filming me. I have a subwoofer back here, and I wasn't initially that impressed with the speakers because it didn't sound any better until I realized the subwoofer was not working. I thought my subwoofer was on with these new speakers. That's how good they are. Could not believe it. I'll play you a little bass test right here. Hopefully it doesn't get copyrighted. And I don't know if you can hear that, but this whole truck rattles just with these Blue Label Pyles. I cannot believe how good they are. Like I said, I was almost disappointed until I realized sometime later my subwoofer was off and it still sounded the same. Can't believe that. We'll play a little bit of copyright-free music just so you can hear it. So I don't know how much bass is in this, but we'll get a good idea of how just good it sounds in general. I haven't listened to this particular song.
You can turn the air off so it's not.
Yeah, sure.
There it goes.
It's got really good highs. Maybe too good. The little sometimes hurts my ears. Very crisp and clear. Till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. It's good. Like I said, I don't know how well it's coming across on the camera, but I mean the highs are just enough crisp to make you
Eyes water.
squint whenever it's all the way up, and then you got good bass, and when you hit it with the bass boost, it sounds real good. Now, I rewired my subwoofer, so it is doing better now. I'll go ahead and turn it up just so you can hear what that is. You can hear a difference.
Feel it in the seat.
Oh, this is awesome. Like I said, even without the subwoofer though, it's great. Like I said, I played that little bass test for you, but I'm blown away. I told you the story. I thought the subwoofer was on, it wasn't. That's how good it was. It sounded like it was still on. And these things are cheap. These things are stupid cheap. They cost me $60 all together on Prime Day. I'm not sure. They probably cost a little bit more than that now, but for $60, the little brackets cost as much as the speakers did. But they were nice too. They fit perfect just like they should have, and the adapters were great. Let me show you what my subwoofer looks like in case you're like, hey, I want that subwoofer. So let me just push this out of the way. I can't turn that on with the baby back here, or she will have a bad day. But here is my subwoofer. It is from Eheho, and it's pretty nice too. Just a little powered 8-inch sub, but this thing thumps, especially with these door speakers. It's fantastic. And so I didn't actually dream I would have a setup this nice in this truck, but I got it, and I'm excited. My son, do you want to be in the video?
Sure. I can't keep the smile off my face. It's really good.
He's gonna put the link in the description for the subwoofer as well, in case you want the exact same setup, because it is good, very good.
Hey, if you can make the boy happy, it must be good. All right. The bad thing is I probably never thump it that much, just because I'm not a thumper, but it's there if we want to. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Don't forget, Jesus loves you so much he died for you, and all the honor and glory goes to God. Good night, good pulls. God bless.